to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Judicials offense will have the opening possession of the game, and they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Judicials will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The Eagles offense has the ball for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Wilkins. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Boston College right back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Trying to run, it's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. Nope.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This Boston College offense has it working. Here we go. Touchdown, Boston College. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Sends it back in motion, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the judicials will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Boston College wants to play fast. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Makes the grab outside. It's Edwards.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out to the flat, and right there, he slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Looking to get it in. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Goes to the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Judicials will call on their punt team. Makes the grab close to the logo. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilkins. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Golden Eagles in the hurry-up. races to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Eagles. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On the run, it's O'Neal. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The toss to the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Power football with the run. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. And off to Jones. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Boston College. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And now on second down for this offense. The give out of the gun. Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The offense changing the play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fakes to grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The snap sets up to throw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, You've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The run from the shotgun. Got room at the 35. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a little space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out in the flat. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's York. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping.
Turning it on! They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through a tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play.
42 Spider.
The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
They'll run it from the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gets the back moving. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Sends it back in motion. The option look. Oh, he dropped it! Bounced right back to them.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And some room to work. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. At the 35, he's loose. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They want that clock to run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's a draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And this one splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has. Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
To kick it away.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Now they'll try the right side. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. You don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How good is this team, David?
I love when you say you don't want to get carried away. But, you know why you say but? Because we're going to get carried away. Great start. This is what we do. We're going to react to what we see, and 3-0 is exactly how you draw it up. You build momentum, you start to build confidence, and you start to look like a team, Jesse, that might could do some damage later on in the postseason.
So, can they drown out the noise? Can they not pay attention to what we're talking about and how good we think they are and just keep that workman-like mentality each and every week?